skates. What's up, wonderful people? It's Tiana. Welcome to my channel. So it's January 27th and I'm actually able to start my adult figure skating journey. I never realized how expensive these sports were. Like, as a kid, I was always like, oh, my parents would never let me. But I realize now, even if they did let me, they would have never been able to afford it. I mean, I still can't even really afford it, hence why I have no coach or lessons, and I only skate outside because it's free. In fact, my friend is the one who gave me most of the money for these skates, so I am eternally grateful to her. Anyways, I'm gonna show those of you who are looking to get brand new skates for the first time, or maybe those of you who are just curious, exactly how it happens. Now, if this is your first ever time getting a pair of figure skates, then there are a few important things you need to bring. You need to bring your feet, you need to bring a thin pair of socks, it can be skin toned, and you need to bring money. Those are the three things you need if you've never purchased a pair of figure skates before. If you have, some places will ask you to bring your old skates with you, but really there are very few requirements. Just make sure you bring those thin socks, because with rentals you want to wear thick socks so it doesn't kill your ankles, but with your own skates you want to have very thin socks, or even sometimes barefoot. First things first, I had to find a pro shop near me, and I say that in air quotes because it wasn't really close at all. It was like 90 minutes to 2 hours by train and like 35 minutes to over an hour by car. Luckily, I was with my friend, so she called us an Uber. But basically, find the closest pro shop to you that specializes in figure skates, not hockey skates. Don't go to a hockey shop. And I think it's good that they have multiple brands so that you have a lot of options. So after I found the shop that was closest to me, I then had to call in and make an appointment, and I read that this is usually the standard protocol. So when you find the shop closest to you, find their number on their website and give them a call to set up an appointment for your fitting. Fast forward to appointment day. For some reason, I thought the shop would be a lot bigger than it was, but it was really nice, really cute and cozy, and I was super excited. So this is how my appointment went. The first guy came out and he asked me if there were any skates that I'd been looking at, or if there were any that I'd seen online. And I said I'd been looking at the Jackson Freestyles. Those were kind of the skates that I wanted. I had done a lot of research and I was scared that lower level boots like the Evo, the L, the Mystique, Artis, whatever, were going to break down too quickly, especially if I'm good enough to get to like jumps and spins in the next year. Then he measured my feet with this little wooden ruler. He had me place both feet on it and then stand up. After looking at my feet for a few seconds, he immediately knew which size to go for, and he sent a second guy to go and fetch some Evos and Freestyles, I think, and he was talking and like educating us, so I didn't want to interrupt, but when he was finished, I was like, hey, can I get black boots instead? And I felt really bad because he had to remeasure my feet and send the other guy back after he'd already brought some skates. But the guy was like, oh no, it's fine, it's fine. So then the second guy came back with a pair of 8.5 male Jackson Freestyles for me to try on. He then laced them up for me and explained how they should feel.
Okay, so we want to know when you're walking back and forth if your heel is lifting up, and we want to know if your toes are jammed across the front or if they have a little bit of room.
I tried to prop up my phone and record myself walking around in the skates, but I later realized that it was not at the right angle. But basically, he had me just walk back and forth across the floor. Now, I was lucky because I felt like these boots fit me perfectly, but usually you might have to try on a few different sizes before finding the perfect size for you. But as I was walking around, I didn't feel my heel lifting up. I felt like my toes were touching but not scrunched. Then he took them away to be heat molded, and even though it took a little bit of time, he finally came back.
And the more control you have over your ankle, the better you'll skate. If you make your skate comfortable, trying new, then it's too big. And it really should be nice and snug. I mean, not hurting your foot, but it also shouldn't like putting on a slipper. It should be like really, really snug, and then it'll make a big difference.
Then he laced them back up for me and had me walk around once more to see how that felt after the molding. I thought they felt great, so they packaged them up, I paid for them, and they sent me on my way. Skates. Look at this. And when my friend did her fitting, I actually had them punch out the boot a little bit in the top area because it was hurting a little when I skated. So that was it for the fitting. It went pretty smoothly for me. Again, I was lucky that the very first pair of boots they brought out fit me. But it doesn't end there, because to properly care for your skates, you're going to need hard guards, soakers, and a towel. You can watch my other video where I show you a 3-in-1 set you can get on Amazon and show you how to put the hard guards together, because you will have to assemble them yourself. Thanks so much for watching. Like if you like, subscribe if you want more, and hopefully I'll see you in another video. Love and peace. A towel to wipe off moisture after you leave the ice. The hard guards are for walking around in the rink or wherever you're at when you're not on the ice. Look at these beauties. Put the hard guards on to protect the blade from any like debris, dirt that's on the ground.
We ended up sitting across from these adorable soakers, but they were $40.
And soakers for storing your skates to soak up that extra moisture.